Mike here at the Elevator Consultants. We're on site here in Tennessee. We got a couple of guys with me based on the size of the job that we're doing. So we were told that one elevator up here has got a major repair. We just walked into the machine room, got a chance to see everything, so we thought we'd share this with you. So we could see we have the motor pulled from our machine. So this is our motor. We can see where our flange comes in at. We take a look at our machine up here. This is where the machine mounts into. And let me get a flashlight in here. So the very back section here, that smaller hole in the back, that's where a worm gear goes, and it spins a ring gear, which is going to go inside this housing right here. So the ring gear goes right here. The worm gear, like I said before, comes down through here, and then that's going to drive our drive shift, move our cables, and that's going to lift and lower our elevator inside the hoistway. So we have everything pulled apart. That's our brake, that's all pulled apart as well. These cables don't look all that great either. We may see what we can see on the cables in the hoistway. But the cool part that we could show you is the worm gear has actually been removed, and the worm gear has damage on it. So if we take a look at our worm gear here, we can see all of our splines, and then we can see where the broken one has left the chat. So pretty cool. Very rarely do you get to see these machines that are pulled apart. Very rare do you ever get to see the worm gear pulled out. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a worm gear that's been broken with one of the teeth gone. So something unique, something we wanted to show you guys and what this looks like. So we don't understand, we don't know what the point of failure was, or what the cause of the point of failure is what I'm trying to say. So we're obviously going to look at maintenance records. These are older machines. I believe these are Otis machines. I haven't taken a look yet, but just based on color and the bell housing, I'm sure it says Otis on here somewhere. So we got 330, looks like DM. That's an Otis gear case number. So these are older machines. So if we end up running these low on oil, that could have played a factor in it. These geared machines tend to leak oil. So if we take a look down here, not sure why we have a vise or an Irwin clamp there. Looks like it's holding our cable lubricator. But anyhow, so back down here, you can see the amount of oil that is being leaked out of the machine. So if we run these things low, we can put a lot of stress on those teeth. But like I said, we don't know why these failed or why this particular worm gear failed. We're going to see if we have any notes up here in the machine room. But looking over here at P3, we can see how much oil is on the floor. Would not surprise me if we have oil on the car top. So if we don't keep up with these with preventative maintenance, we're going to end up with a major repair like we do with our worm gear. As far as these guys getting this worm gear repaired, maybe they could send this out to a machine shop. I'm not sure what their process has been. Like I said, we're just walking into this now for the first time, wanted to share it with you. But overall, likely preventative maintenance was a contributing factor to it, so we're going to see if we have any documentation to support it. So we're back to looking at one of the car tops. I had mentioned before that we had leaking oil. We have another elevator coming up. So we got quite a bit of oil accumulation on the car top. We got oil absorbent rags up here to try to keep up with it, so you can see how bad that machine is leaking. So we're not convinced that it's got the correct level of oil in that gearbox. So we're going to add that to our punch list and make sure that's checked, so we don't run into another machine failure like we did on the first car that we just saw.